everyone. Welcome to the new normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Light Queen Lisa. Hi ho, Silver. It's a Freedom Friday happy hour with my buddy Clint Westwood, of course, on the other side. But first of all, it's a Friday, so we always RED on Fridays. Remember, everyone deployed. So if you will raise a glass with us, make sure you are wearing something red, drinking out of something red, but most of all, RED. Remember, everyone deployed on a Friday. We are grateful for our servicemen and women and their sweet families that serve alongside them. So cheers to all of you. We hope you have a very safe, healthy, and happy new year. Bix Weir, big hat tip to you, my dear friend. This is your time. You called it. You've been there for so many of us. And to the godfather of our family for cryptos and silver all these years. Much appreciation and love and respect to you, my friend. So hat tip, my friend, Big Square. Be right back with Clint Westwood right after this. Hi ho, Silver. Hey there, Westwood.
Howdy, lovely Litecoin Lisa. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I heard that you have a rowdy crowd there.
A little bit. Yeah, they all said, rah. They're probably worn out.
I stayed up a little late.
Yeah, the lack of sleep when they get here.
Oh, they were celebrating.
Insomniacs.
Bringing in that fire horse new year, I guess.
Is that where we're at? Is it the year of the horse?
It's the fire horse.
The fire horse. Oh,
is there any fireball going on?
There's a lot of fireball here. I'm not partaking. I'm not about to. I got my Ruta coin here though. I do have a Ruta coin.
I love it.
I got one Ruta coin to my name, and I'm saving it.
There you go.
Good stuff. Wishes and rainbows, baby.
Wishes and rainbows. That's what dreams are made of, for sure. Nice.
Indeed.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, happy New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy 2026, the year of one. The 1 year. If you do January 1, first, well, today's the 2nd, but if you do the math, 2, 0, 2 plus 6 is 10. So that's 1, 1
plus 0.
So it's the first year, which is a new beginning. It's also the Catholic Church, the Jubilee, and it runs through January 6th, which is the Epiphany, I guess, when the Magi came, the kings came to bring Jesus the gifts. And that's when they closed the door on the church, and that symbolizes closing the Jubilee year of 2025. Actually doesn't close till January. It's either January 5th or January 6th.
5th or 6th. So that's what, Monday and Tuesday?
Yeah, which coincides with the China markets. I guess Chinese New Year or whatever. They're on like holiday right now until the 5th. Okay. They come back online the 6th.
Well, that should be fun next week.
I know, with all this, I think everybody and their dog is watching this Asian guy with all the stuff happening in silver right now.
Yeah, that's all they talk about around here is this Asian guy. I'm like, who's this Asian guy?
He's got like 20 channels.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Some of it is interesting. Some of it seems, I've been listening to Bix, of course, nod. And he's like, some of it's accurate, some of it's not so accurate. So kind of take it with a grain of salt. But it's interesting to listen to. He does kind of like jump timelines a little bit. Like you wake up this morning and he's like, well, back on January 2nd at 2:00 Eastern. And we're like, it's January 2nd in the morning. That hasn't happened yet. And he's talking about bank failures and contracts and all this kind of stuff. And he did misspeak, like he was saying that the China markets were already open, which, I mean, Grok isn't always right on everything, but I grokked it up, and they're closed for the holidays, for the Chinese holidays through January 5th.
Okay.
So that's where we could see some fireworks, around the 6th.
So does that mean the Shanghai exchange is closed until
Yes.
then?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a little reprieve. So there's a little time to do some tinkering and monkeying around in the background between now and then.
Right.
Possibly.
Right.
Okay.
So I checked into that. I did, it's always important to do your own research.
Yep.
So I did check on that. The Shanghai exchange is closed until the 6th.
Okay.
But they are already denying requests to export silver out of China. So maybe that was some of what he was talking about, because those requests are already being denied.
Yeah, isn't that a new rule though, to where they're not exporting anything out of China now? They're done. I mean, they're keeping it in-house, all the silver.
Well, so it's my understanding, and I am no expert on this, that you have to have a contract with China.
With that
It's
exchange.
not that there's but it's like not as much, or they have to have these contracts,
Okay.
and not as much would be. But I could be incorrect on that. So
Well, makes sense. I mean, from the standpoint of, if they're buying it all, they probably don't want it exported. Want to hang on to it,
Right.
We'll just print some more dollars. We'll cover the shorts with dollar bills, right?
Yeah. I did see something that I was going to ask you about, because I'm not the financial expert, of course.
Well, we have a wide range of knowledge here in the live studio audience.
That's right. We can get some help from
Yes.
phone a friend right there in the studio audience.
Yep. Pointed a friend.
While Mom and I were out today, we were kind of, keeping up on things and entertaining ourselves. And she said, wait a minute, what is this? Somebody said, because we know that during all of these last few years, JP Morgan went ahead and secured, while they were tamping down the silver price over all these years and making all of us silver bugs suffer, and manipulating the price, they were also stacking their bags with physical silver. And so they're one of maybe the largest holder of physical silver in the US at this time. And that's where they control the silver market, to the point that the government is going to have to come to them for physical silver as well. Unless, one of those executive orders, if they were doing something naughty, then, all that silver may have to go into the treasury. Who knows? We'll see. We will come to find out. But with that said, Mom saw a post where it said that JP Morgan just switched from shorts to long on silver.
Yeah, see, that's anecdotal, but I did hear that too a
Okay.
few days back, maybe a week ago, even maybe longer.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
that may be the case. Makes
That makes
sense. I mean, they got to know what's going on. So they've had to have, unwound that at some level to gain on the upside, I would think.
To gain on the upside, since they are now the holder of.
Yeah, they've reversed that position. So we'll see. I mean, I think, transparency, that's where we're at. I mean, it's going to be too hard given the physical market demand out of Asia. And obviously with price spikes like that, that's not a natural thing, especially in the silver market, to go up 10%, 11% in one day. So something's got to come to the forefront. I mean, it's got to be revealed, especially when you're dealing with silver or physical silver as opposed to contract silver. Yeah, because there's only so much. And
that's what I see, is that they're really just dividing. It's becoming two separate markets.
Yeah,
paper market and a physical market.
Yep.
And the players are going to end up in one camp or the other, and it will really be two separate entities completely.
Yeah.
So.
like all markets, I think here in America, you wonder because you've seen it so many times how stocks are even rehypothecated to where there's more stocks out there than, people own more shares than are available.
Mhm.
Crypto is probably the same way to where if it's sitting on an exchange, they play games with it. Again, that is a quote physical thing you can take possession of. I mean, ownership of crypto. However, if you don't have it in your own possession and it's sitting on an exchange, they can play all the little games with it, and trade back and forth and set prices and do all those things. So I think all those markets, they're all rigged, as Mix would say. Go take it back to that. Everything's rigged. And so hopefully that is starting to be revealed and they all get called out. You either have it or you don't.
Well, and one of those ways is with exchanges is that they would delay you to pull your coins off
Oh yeah, all the
for so
time.
many days. Like,
Yeah.
well, we need, just like the banks, when you go into the bank and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I need $10,000. And they're like, we need 3 days. Well, why? Because supposedly it's sitting in my account.
Right.
Well,
And who
why?
else did that in one big movie, or it used to be a book and it's a grand movie, who does that? The wizard, in Oz, come back tomorrow, and it's put it off, kick the can, that kind of thing.
I
And it's
never
always
thought of
that
that.
big illusion of,
Mhm.
having power and having the goods and then not delivering on the goods. Go bring me the broomstick and come back tomorrow, and then, forget it, and it's just that big illusion that the whole thing is an illusion, and you've got this wizard behind the curtain that's weak and powerless. And
Wow. And
that's all
the
they are. They're
irony.
weak and powerless as long as we see the big projection and think the big projection of the surreal projection is real. As long as we buy into it, then it's real. But as soon as we discover that, they're just buying time and kicking the can, and it's really just some Warren Buffett looking dude behind the curtain running the show. I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, we're giving our
Well, I
power
love
away.
that you bring up that they blame you for it.
Oh yeah,
Go
it's your
get
fault.
go
Come
get
go
me
come
the
back tomorrow.
broom.
Go get
Go,
this. Yeah.
yeah, go get me the broom. Oh, you failed.
Yeah.
So you are less than.
Yeah.
So you can't have what was always yours
Right. Yeah.
that we stole from you.
Abuse me harder.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. That's a great point. I never thought of that.
Yeah, they project it back on you, and that's all it is, a projection. I mean, you think about it, everything's just a big projection of fake, that's what derivatives are. It's a projection of the real thing, but it's not the real thing. It's just the artificial representation.
So like a lot of us are, aware of kind of what's going on. We're silver bugs, we're into crypto, whatever. Do you think the normies are seeing this, catching on? At what point will it matter to them that the overnight repos are printing $84 billion, $104 billion to bail out Bank of America, Citibank, all these banks every night, and thus making the dollar, the Fed note, worth less and less every day exponentially?
Yeah, I mean, everybody sees it that it's being worth less. It's just, will they make that connection that it's because of the silver market? Because I don't think the mainstream news is talking about that, even though the banks are in trouble because of it. When a bank fails and then that connection is made, or someone AI guy starts talking about it, Asian guy, the Asian guy starts talking about it or something, then it could go viral. I mean, with the amount of information that's out there, you see how easy it is for things to catch on. If that does catch on and they think, holy crap, that bank went under because of silver, they didn't have enough silver, I need to get some silver, and that again, that FOMO, that the people that don't have it are going to want to FOMO in and get it. And $100 an ounce, okay, that's fine, I need some, I don't care.
Right.
Doesn't matter at that point, and everybody gets an ounce, and then there you are, 330 million ounces, boom, off the market and in America. So I don't know. It takes a moment like that. There's always that. It's slow, slow, slow. Then all of a sudden, and that's what it is. What is that critical moment that hits, that creates that awakening in people? And something like that could do it. The bank fails and they put the connection together. Something, a viral video or something goes out to where they see that and think, holy crap. And then you start doing your research, and then you got to get some silver, and then you want to get physical. Well, what kind of physical can I get, and how much is it? And so, it could snowball very quickly.
But right now we're having that road to Ruta where she wrote in the sand the infinity.
Yeah.
So she came back in the 80s, right? And they redid the comic book.
Yeah, and it's in this one.
And she changed it from 9/11 to the infinity sign. And that's what they're doing right now, is printing these bailouts every night. They're printing more and more to infinity. So will there be a bank failure, because they're just printing to infinity every night, and we're going to have a Zimbabwe dollar, not a failure, right?
I have a hard time thinking that. I mean, the hyperinflation would. I mean, you're talking a lot of money would have to be created. I mean, we're creating a lot of money. There's no doubt. Every presidential administration, you're another $5 to $10 trillion in the hole. So you do the math on that, but that's not even close to being hyperinflation. It's, if it goes from $40 trillion debt to 200 trillion, 500 trillion, then you got a real problem. That's when you've lost control of the economic system. I don't know that America will do that, though, because we could just default on the debt, and that's like the worst case scenario. We default on it, we can't pay the treasuries. What was it? Saks Fifth Avenue missed their interest payment the other day.
Right.
They're done. I mean, if they can't make an interest payment, they're basically a liquid. And so it looks like, I don't know, they might have already filed for bankruptcy, and they're going to do that. And so that's what happens. The credit card's maxed, can't make the minimum payment, game over. And in the US, I mean, you can still print. I mean, you're still somewhat solvent as long as you can make your interest payment. But let's say we just, worst case scenario, defaulted. So we're not making any payments. Screw you. I still don't think you would go into a hyperinflationary scenario at that point, because then we would just lock the doors and say, okay, we have resources and we're going to use those resources internally. You create a new dollar and pay the people domestically. It won't be exchangeable on foreign markets because nobody's going to want to take it. However, at some point they're going to have to take it. Hey, do you want oil? Do you want natural gas? I mean, do you want these minerals? And so that's a leverage point, because you do have essentially unlimited energy in the ground that we haven't tapped. So that's kind of the wild card. It'd be different if you're a Japan or a Germany where you had no energy. They'd be screwed. But with us, it's here in the Americas, especially if you've got that new Monroe Doctrine where you take over the whole hemisphere and say, this is our ballpark, that, if you want to play in it, then tariff here, tariff there, tariff everywhere kind of thing, you pay to play. Then so that's why I don't think you're going to go into a hyperinflationary scenario in America. Yeah, it'll get devalued, absolutely, the dollar. But since you do have resources like Germany, they didn't have any oil. I mean, you know what I mean? Hitler, when he took over, he's going into, different countries trying to get oil just to keep the machinery going. We don't have that issue. Energy, we have base energy. So just my thoughts. I don't know that you can go into a true hyperinflationary scenario where it spirals out of control. I think you just revalue it somehow based on the resources that you have, and that has value. So,
well, and we still haven't done, little Judy Shelton's revalue of going in, and they're still valuing gold at $42 an ounce.
Because you could revalue it at that point, and all the assets, all the what you hold, whatever it is. I mean, in Fort Knox, I mean, whatever's being held, or whatever's in the ground, because you could do that too and say, hey, listen, we've got these proven reserves and all the national parks that are the nation's money, and so you revalue the gold to $10,000 an ounce or something. Okay, well, how many ounces do we have? Okay, there you go. Bam, done.
Well, and could that be part of what this be part of the plan right now, that they're running up gold and silver right now to then be able to revalue it at gold at, like you said, $10,000 an ounce. And what is the market value at that time?
Right now it's $4,300, so it's not that far off.
No, 2x. Or 1x, double it.
Yeah.
And it's already almost $10,000. You're
whatever you hold, and that's the thing, though. It's not just what we supposedly have in Fort Knox, so many tons. You've got to realize, what we have in the ground, and at some point, you just say, hey, listen, this is what we've got in the ground. We've got it. We're going to mine it. Stimulates the economy, industry, building out all this, getting the gold out, all that stuff that benefits secondary industry. And then you've got energy here, so you can do it cheaply. You just drill, baby, drill. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So
Well,
Yeah, you can
and
definitely revalue it to whatever you want. And
there was
solve all the problems because you got enough gold.
there's an old video which resurfaced with this guy talking. He's the Air Force Lieutenant General, and I hope this plays. Tell me if this plays. I hope it does. I hope it does. Let me turn it up.
Development, all growth, all survival, energy.
Okay.
So energy, transportation, information, and manufacturing. These are the things that change humanity, that will change world power, and they are descending upon us in ways that are very unique. The technology is on the engineering benches today, but most Americans and most in Congress have not had time to really look deeply at what's going on here. But I've had the benefit of 33 years of studying and becoming friends with these engineers and these scientists. This technology can be built today with technology that is not developmental to deliver any human being from any place on planet Earth to any other place in less than an hour, to deliver Wi-Fi from space where you never need a cell tower to connect, to deliver energy from space where you never have to plug your phone in and it trickle charges and you can use that energy over time. It can be applied to cars, to houses. The technology of Edison and Tesla that we live with in our energy environment, our paradigm today, is expensive, it's dangerous, and it's wasteful. Plug it into the wall, but yet that's what we all do because we are used to paradigms. The power of space will change world power forever. And it doesn't have to be a big country to do it. It can be a small island country, let's say New Zealand. Because the technology, if optimized, can change world power, and there's nothing you can do if you don't have that power. The nature of power. You either have it and your values rule, or you do not have it and you must submit. We see that play out again and again in history, and it's playing out now.
So isn't that the game changer?
Yeah, that's the big wild card. I mean, when you think about it, they've got all the technology. Just like you said, it's all there. It's all there. It just needs to be implemented. So what is that catalyst to break the old paradigm? Because he's right. We're used to paradigms from the standpoint of to change it overnight. It disrupts major industries, jobs. I mean, the economy, because you're so dependent on that, that copper wire running through the house, those wires running down the street, all those things, the jobs that are created to do all that stuff, the electricians, all the people, the laborers and all that. So you disrupt that entire industry. So in order to do that, you don't want to just, you almost need a crash, to usher in, okay, we've got all this and this is how we're going to fix it kind of thing, because we know it's all there and the people in control know it's all there. It's just how do you implement it with the least amount of disruption to the existing system. And that's really kind of what it comes down to. So, if we say the banks break because of the silver market, and they all collapse and we're in crisis mode because that affects everything, all the monetary system, everything, trucks driving, gasoline, everything gets affected at that point. Can't, because, you have to have that flow of money. Well, if that happens, then, okay, boom, new system. This is what we're going to do. Space Force, very important. We're going to need Space Force, that kind of thing. So, you know what I mean? All the things that have been kind of telegraphed then kind of just fall into place. So what is that catalyst? Could it be this? Could be. It could be the silver cracking the whole system, and then you'd allow everything else to break in the process and re-implement it.
It could be Melania's dress.
Oh, she's got a nice silver dress.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
Yeah, there you go.
And then walking out to Hi-Ho Silver. How classic is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, come on, that's not by coincidence, right?
No, it's nothing.
That's no way.
And her dress is always like a calm. So
yep.
I was loving it. It was
could have been a gold dress, but it was a silver dress. So there you go. Choices. There's a reason for it. It's all about design and intention. And
the fact that it's constitutional money.
Right.
Silver is constitutional money. Mm-hmm. And it's my understanding gold is not, or maybe gold was made later on to be constitutional money or added. Is that correct?
I got to go back and look at it because there were laws that were passed by Congress, the monetary acts. I'm not sure I'm labeling them correctly.
Okay.
constitutionally, I'd have to go back and look at
But
it.
originally it was silver only.
Yeah, it was always silver. That was the standard anyway, as far as what the dollar is based on, the Spanish
Okay.
real, there's so many pieces of 8, there's so many, ounce grains of silver, in a dollar to define a dollar. And so that's what you'd have, a silver certificate that was $1. You'd take that $1 to the bank and you can get silver shot or silver, the little tubes of it and that kind of stuff. A lot of people
Oh,
still have that
really?
stuff. Yeah, so you could get an ounce of silver. It could have been a 1 ounce coin, or not a 1 ounce coin, but $1 worth of silver. But yeah, you can still get that stuff. But
that's cool. I didn't know they had it in like the little, not a coin or not a.
Yeah, the grains, they'd have so many little like pellets almost of silver in a little thing.
That's really cool. That makes me think about, the video that I did years ago during COVID, with the machines that they put in during COVID to having all the weights and measures, to weigh coins and weigh all those, where that would make so much sense moving into a silver, precious metals implementation of money, system of money or whatever. There were some other constitutional wins. One rolled in today, and I mean, I don't know, this must be the end of the world because it was a constitutional win in California of all places, and had to do with the Second Amendment of all things. But the Supreme Court had a big win. The American people had a big win through the Supreme Court, and saying that California's laws were overstepping on our Second Amendment right to open carry in California. And so I thought that was just a really big win for America. With the things that are going on all over the world, where the little guy, we the people, are pushing back at big government that's fraudulently misrepresenting or failing to represent and protect we the people. I think that's very interesting timing for that, so that we the people can protect themselves. Hopefully everything stays peaceful, but it's always a win that we would be able to protect ourselves and with our constitutional right to bear arms. And I thought that was a really big win for everyone in California today. So congrats.
Heck yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Think about it though. I mean, you come over to this country, in 1620 or, whatever year you come over, there are no laws. It's the law of nature. And so what's going to stop you from doing whatever you want? You got a firearm, you got an arm, you've got weapons to defend yourself against, whatever may be lurking in the woods and that kind of thing. You have no idea what's coming. I mean, and so at some point, we instituted government and gave government laws or rules to follow. And, it's like, okay, follow these rules, should be obvious, but let's outline them for you, so that you follow them. But prior to that, there was none of this stuff. And people don't forget about that government it's not there to just make up a bunch of rules. It's there to protect you and your rights, and that against mobs or whatever it may be, against other bad actors and bad players. But before government was there was nothing. I mean, you can't carry a knife. I mean, you can't do this, you can't do that. I mean, you can't. What do? You put the rules and constitutional laws or whatever on animals. I mean, we were living in a natural state when we came over here, and it's just survive. And it's kind of crazy now that we're fighting to looking at government and saying, stopping them from telling us to do things that are not doing things that are completely within the purview of survival and living and being free. I don't know. It's just a complete crazy.
It's the idiocracy. It really is. Mom and I were talking about this today.
Right.
It's complete insanity that
it is.
That taxpayers in America send money to countries to pay for their health care, and we do not. People that do not have health care,
horrible health care,
send money
you get crap
to other countries so that they will have health care for their people in their countries. That's insane. It's complete insanity. And the fact that we don't get to have a say in it, that I don't get a say in that. That's not what I voted for, but I'm expected.
How does that protect my rights as someone? No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. It doesn't protect my family. It doesn't protect my right. It doesn't protect my resources, my home, and so that is my interests. And I did not have a say in that. And so literally no taxation without representation comes back to the forefront. And those are the conversations. You're seeing that a lot. I'm seeing that everywhere on social media. People are starting to have that conversation of like, wait a minute, with all this, they're calling it Somali fraud, but that's not the only culture that is being funded and that is stealing from the American taxpayer. AOC, I don't know what her nationality is or if she's American or not, but
New Yorker.
Yeah, she makes legally. She makes $140,000 a year, but she's a multimillionaire. We should all have questions about that, and there should be complete transparency about that. And we should all be pissed off about that. And there should be transparency on every government servant's finances. And, I was watching Kim, if you guys want to watch the Hunter Biden Laptop from Hell documentary, Kim.com has it pinned on the top of his Twitter or X profile. It's not that long. It's less than an hour. And there was some very interesting things in that. It's not all about him snorting cocaine off teenagers' butts or whatever. It's not only about Hunter being the fall guy for his, and not that he is an innocent person, don't get me wrong, but being the fall guy for his family and their corruption, which is, typical of, those kind of people abusing their children and letting them take the fall. Think about SBF and the FTX thing and whatever. On all the sides of that, they threw their kids under the bus, whatever.
Absolutely.
They don't care. Yep. But also it got into towards the end of the video. I had no idea, just like we're seeing Trump stand up for Christians in Nigeria that are being persecuted and murdered. And he's saying, no more, everybody wants to scream, oh, don't be an anti-Semite, but nobody wants to say, don't kill Christians. And Trump standing up for that. And at the end of the video, I didn't know this about Rudy Giuliani, but there were some, I think it was the New York Metropolitan Museum of Art, some disgusting, I guess, human put in a piece of art, which was the Mother Mary created by elephant poop and if that was done as a Jewish, created by, poop as a Jewish symbol, it would have been labeled hate, whatever, and anti-Semitic and all this. And so he removed the funding when he was the mayor of New York. And he took so much heat from that. And I'm like, absolutely, no government funds should be paying for that kind of religious or anti-religious art.
Right. It's in very poor taste. Anybody can see that.
It's crap. And so
it is crap, literally.
Literally. Yes, quite literally. Yeah. And so, I don't know, that was something that was really insightful because I had found information or been led down to believe that he was a bad guy because of him being responsible for the cleanup of 9/11. Right. And it was my understanding that he was part of getting the loose change out of underneath of 9/11 and getting that sent over to China. Yeah. Under the direction of Hillary and Billary and all that. Right. But now I'm starting to doubt that. And I'm like, well, maybe he's not a bad guy, or maybe he's a good bad guy. even know.
No, you're right though, and I think you kind of hit the nail there. It's tough because humans are mixtures of good and evil, for lack of a better word. I mean, I don't want to say good evil, that kind of thing, but it's like we've got the angel and the devil on our shoulders, kind of thing, but inside of us all the time. And you look at Rudy Giuliani, and he is kind of one of those characters where you look at, he stuff, with the RICO cases, that brought him to fame, for the mafia and that kind of stuff. And then
We cleaned up New York. People said all these
clean up
wonderful
New York. But then you see the 9/11 stuff, and you're like, what's that about? Then you see the Purdue pharmaceutical stuff where he represents the Sackler family, and it's like, and it's just like, that's nasty, but then you see other things, and so it's like I try not to look at somebody as he's either this way or that way, maybe both. I mean, because a lot of times people will, change who they are, or see the light, so to speak,
or good and compromised.
Yeah, and a lot of times they are all compromised, and they have to kind of navigate through that.
Have a loved one that's compromised. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to know. It really is. And I think a lot of people in positions of power are that way. They may be good people, but they just kind of they run with by nature of it. I mean, you got to think Trump. Okay, he built a lot of buildings in New York. What kind of deals did he have to make with certain organizations to get those buildings built? You know what I mean? So there's Roy Cohn was his lawyer. I mean, so it's like, there's, and so it's hard to, unfortunately, the game is what it is. And it's at that level to where you're having to deal with people having, it's tough. It's tough to really pick one side or the other where they're at. It's just, you got to judge the tree by the fruits all the time and see what they do now, and kind of what their actions are. So yeah.
Just did not know that part of the Hunter laptop Russia collusion story goes much deeper.
Yeah.
And it connects with, and you should watch that documentary, because it goes much deeper and it connects with the Jewish culture, and it connects with attacks on Christians and our nation and what our nation was founded on. And I had no idea. And it's very interesting, that perspective. And of course, you need to hold everything lightly, because we are in a movie and watching a movie, and you want to be careful what narrative you're being fed, and you want to be thinking for yourself. But it's another perspective to kind of look at and consider. And so that's something I would recommend everybody kind of like take in and just kind of file it away. But keep that back of your head.
In the note file.
Yeah, in the notebook.
In the filing cabinet. Yeah.
Yeah, and consider it. So that was really interesting this week for sure. I was like, whoa. That one caught me off guard. And then another thing that was really interesting. Oh, I didn't bring it up here. Mom gave me one of my dad's books. That was a book by General Flynn, the 5G warfare. And he goes through talking about all the different terms that we're going to go through, and the terminology, the PSYOP, the color revolutions, all this kind of stuff. And we're seeing that, early on it was very soft war, nod to Jason, what's his name? Bitcoin soft war. But also, like, we're kind of like moving forward. Now we're seeing all these countries where they're starting to take their country back. Ireland is taking it back. Scotland is taking it back. They're saying, no, we're not a Muslim culture.
Right.
We're not, and that we're not going to, you can come here and live, but we are going to maintain our culture. And we're not racist because we love being Scottish.
Right.
And you can go do your prayer and whatever, but the minute you harm a, Christian, Scottish person, then that's not allowed in our country, and to hold those boundaries. And mom was even saying that now in Germany is the latest uprising, and so they're starting to push back as well. So it's encouraging. I can't hear it. I know. I just heard just the blip.
Okay, good.
I don't know why I can hear human voices, but I can't hear the dog.
Well, good, because that frequency is. She's on me. She's trying to jump on me. You know.
She loves me.
Jealous of any female that walks into my life. Look at her.
I know.
True story. Marky said, true story.
It's true.
It is true. Hey, Paulie called out and said, hey, cool Betty Boop statue up there.
So my mom, she will be 80 in February. And so she was, a 40s baby.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was very, that time is Betty Boop. So that was a Betty Boop anniversary cookie jar. And if you know Mother, she loves cookie jars.
Loves them cookie jars.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cute.
We'll have to do a birthday thing for her or something next.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of people in February.
Yeah, that's coming. It is next month, isn't it?
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. Finally gonna turn what, 40 or something? How old am I?
Something like that.
More like 60. Yeah.
One of those. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, one of those.
It's all good.
So how's the
gang?
The gang. How's the gang doing?
Doing great. Doing wonderfully. All the beautiful people who are here. Tilly's doing her thing, pacing. But having a good time. It's good. We miss you. Wish you were here.
Yes. I know. I love you guys. I miss you guys too. I wish I could make it. I just
have to wait until June.
Quite swing it just yet.
I get it. Question. It was actually warm last week.
I hear Marky.
Yeah, you can hear Marky, but you can't hear this dog barking.
I can't hear the dog barking.
Yeah, it's the frequency then. It must cancel it out because she's shrill.
Anyway. What'd you say, Marky Poo?
Oh, I was going to type it in. Are you having a Mighty Mia?
Oh, she's wondering if you're having an event.
We are planning on it. I was waiting till January, and then I'm planning on getting with my sister has a friend who is connected with the U.S. Marshals, and there's a U.S. Marshal Museum here close to the downtown in Fort Smith. And so I was going to talk to them about maybe doing the event there or close to the Riverwalk. It's not really a river walk, it's Riverside in Fort Smith. And there is a casino, Polly, right across the.
She's talking to you.
Close to, right across the river.
Woke him up.
And so I thought that might be a fun place where people could stay close by, and then we could have like the downtown river area. There's restaurants and they have like outdoor music and stuff, and it's kind of cool area. It would be fun. So I just have to like nail down a location. So
yeah. So if anything, if you do that, it'd be around 15th, middle of the month, probably.
Well, and I was waiting to see the what's it called? Oh, but they changed they went to Neverland for Litecoin Summit. So we don't have to, there's no conflict there.
Don't have to worry about it. No. And we don't care about the Bitcoin thing in Vegas at the end of April anyway. That doesn't affect any of us. So don't worry about that. Nobody's going to that. Too expensive.
Yeah. So we can, talk about when, and it might be fun.
Got your hat waiting for you.
Oh, thank you.
You've got the pretty white and teal one.
Okay. That'll match my bucket hat.
Exactly. The commandeered bucket hat. Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you.
I should have known then. Anyway.
You should have.
Just give it away.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that's all right.
This thing is warm. Man, got this from a local vendor.
I like it. It looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, aren't they? Yeah.
Work.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting hot standing here with this thing on. Feeling hot. Need to take it off. Take it off.
Sure you are.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we'll get that planned out. I'll talk to everybody because I know that some of you guys have kiddos and spring break and stuff, and I don't want to conflict with that. So I'll probably have a talk in the chat, in the group, and in the Telegram group, and see kind of what is good for everybody. So
Cool. Road trip.
yeah, and
Let us know when.
fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
So that would be kind of the plan. I'm trying to think if there's any other big.
What's the crypto price right now? Crypto's starting to move up a little bit today since it's the first of the year. We had our yearly candle close. We've got a crack research team on it right now. I'm gonna find out.
Daddy-O was posting about some guy, I don't know who it was, but some guy was saying we're getting ready to hit alt season.
I think so.
That would be nice.
I definitely think so. Yeah. Yep.
That'd be pretty incredible with them.
Litecoin's $82.
82.
Almost 82. Wow.
The Westwood
Pumping.
Pump. The
It's
Westwood
pumping.
Pump.
The Westwood
Yeah.
Pump. That's it.
I did have our friend Bruce sent me it's an old post. It's a really old post of, do you remember the ice skating? Where is it? There it is. Hold on.
Ice skating. Whoa, now my mind's thinking of all the things.
You don't remember the ice skating? Like
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And he sent this to me on New Year's Day. And he said, oh, maybe have another Capitol Hill, Washington Elite Coin skating invitation competition this year. And I just thought that was kind of funny that he would
Hey, you never know.
Maybe this is the year. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Bring it on. I say, bring it on.
Those are quite the pair.
Dog whisperers taking care of the dog.
Oh, or the dog's barking. I'm sorry.
Oh, she was just, Tilly wouldn't shut up. This is the way she always is. This is the way she always is. You can't hear her on camera. I mean, they're here hearing it. Like, this dog's loud. But you can't hear it.
Oh, I have to show you my little gift from my neighbor. So sweet. So.
Oh, you got an old fashioned?
A great idea. Yes. So it is actually a candle.
Yeah.
But it's like gel. So it has like a little fake cherry in it and fake ice cubes.
Yeah.
But it seriously smells like an old fashioned.
It does? Yes. Man, I need one of those.
I know.
Commandeer one for me and I'll pay you for it.
Sniff it. Since you're not drinking.
Exactly, because I'll just sniff it. Yeah. That's what I'll do. I can just burn it in the bar and be like, oh yeah, the ambiance.
I'll have to ask her where she got it, but they gave us this for Christmas. And I was like, I'll put it on my happy hour show. I'll show everybody.
Heck yeah, that's exactly what it looks like in old fashioned.
But I come across so much clear glass at estate sales, in clean outs, pickup things for nothing. Just people are giving away.
Yeah, they just want to get rid of it because they
yeah.
have no room for it. It's in a box somewhere.
Yeah. And so I thought, my gosh, I might do this. And then
I'd hustle.
Yeah, and do like sell them on happy hour.
You could.
You could do and then have them like do it for meetup or something. Help everybody get to meetups.
It'd probably be cheaper than a real old fashioned, to be honest with you at this point.
Might be.
Jeez.
I don't know. I don't even know. Mom was making she made Southern Comfort, and she said, or no, what's it called? Not Southern Comfort. What's it called that you make with Southern Comfort? The Christmas
Alabama
drink.
Slammer? Eggnog?
Eggnog, yes. Yeah. And she made it for my nephew, and he's an adult. But she made it for him, and then she was like, "Oh,
he's sipping it through a straw now."
We need to we need help moving this big cabinet that we bought." And she goes, "I know, I'll make him some of that eggnog." And I go, "Damn," I said, "Mom, just pay him by the hour. It'd be cheaper than making eggnog between the eggs and all the stuff you have to put in it, and then the alcohol. I was
Right.
like, no.
Oh, but it's more fun watching him move it when he's drinking the eggnog.
Well, no, he would have to drink it afterwards. Yeah,
Oh,
to injure
yeah.
himself.
That's true.
But
Won't feel as bad when he gets injured.
no, that would be bad. That would be bad. But
Pour a little eggnog on it.
anyway, it was funny. I am, I'm not a fan of XRP. However,
I know.
Exactly.
I'm going to acknowledge this for my dear friend, Crypto Experiences by St. Jerome.
Nope.
There is.
He's here.
I know he's here. Yeah. I wish I was there too. I love talking to him about lots of things. He's a very smart guy. He has a great channel. If you're not following him, go follow Crypto Experiences by St. Jerome on YouTube. Wonderful guy. Very, very smart and funny. Great dad jokes too. So
Dad jokes and dog jokes.
that's right. But there was a trend or commonality that rolled out this week. So that has to do with silver and unfortunately has something in common with XRP.
Unfortunately.
And I'm just mentioning it, but there was this act or law. There's a COMEX rule. It was a rule, COMEX rule 589.
Right.
Which made, and now I'm not going to get the details correct, but maybe you know this.
Ish.
Yeah, ish. We'll get a rough shot, like horseshoes and hand grenades.
Like impressionist painting coming up.
Yes, explanation of this.
Yeah.
But it's COMEX rule 589, and it's something like when you have so many shorts out there, then you have to shut up or put up at least a percentage or so much. You only have so many hours that you can't just have your shorts out there.
You can't just roll it.
You can't have so much naked short out there for so long. You have to shut up or put up at some point. Mm-hmm. So much. And so they had either 36 or so many hours that the banks had to shut up or put up.
Yeah.
And so that's what caused a lot of this, go to the Fed window and get the bailout and whatever, because they only had so many hours. Mm-hmm. So remember this number 589.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I've heard it ad nauseum in the XRP community.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you do the gematria, simple gematria, X is 5, R is 8, and P is 9, apparently.
Okay.
Is that right? That can't be right.
I don't know.
That can't be right then.
No, that's not it.
XRP. P can't be 9. Is that right? Anyway, I don't know. They were saying that that's right. And then they said, go to Brad Garlinghouse.
It's just, you plug it in and spit something out. I don't know.
Yeah. And that he has, if you watch Brad Garlinghouse, that he's following, guess how many people?
589.
589.
Now,
in my opinion, Brad Garlinghouse does not represent, he has said in many, or at least one video that I've seen where he said Ripple is not beholden to the token. That Ripple is separate from the token. So, just saying Ripple has lots of deals and whatever. And anyway, I don't want to pick a fight with Ripple, or with XRP community. I wish everyone the best. I think everyone can win. I hope everyone does really well, but, it is interesting.
May you all be with winners.
Yes, may everyone
win. Might be winner.
But there's also, what were the other? There were many other ties this week about 589. Oh, there's House Rule 589, which was the rule about releasing the Epstein files from Congress. That just happened to be House Rule HR 589. Like, what's the odds of that?
Epstein, eh?
Mm-hmm. What was another one? Darn it, I should have written them all down. But there was a bunch.
DYOR. Go out and search it up. Grok it up, 589.
Leave a comment if you know another 589. Yeah.
That's my height. 5, 8, 9. I don't know.
8, 6, 7, 5, 8,
Yeah,
9.
you know, ish.
Also Jenny's number.
Kind of.
You know.
Yeah. 8, 6, 7, 5. She's looking at me right now. Picture over there.
There you go.
Yeah.
We know that girl. Yeah, it's too funny. Yeah, that was another thing that I was going to bring up that I was like, oh, do I even bring that up? Because that just once it tied into the XRP thing, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you're just like, ugh.
But
I know.
who knows? I don't know.
I know.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I wish
Get your
everyone.
digital assets. If you don't have any, get the good digital assets while they're still cheap before you see a silver move on that thing.
That's
Just
right.
saying. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. We hope it happens soon or than later. Also, I believe tonight is.
I think it's full moon, isn't it?
I think it is. That's where I'm like.
Yeah, because last night I went out and it looked like it was so close last night when I went out. Yeah.
So on the 3rd, but a lot of times when it says full moons on this day, it happens like the morning of.
It depends on the time. Yeah, I don't have my iPad here.
Yeah, so
you can go to timeanddate.com, I think it is, and then for your location, it'll tell you the exact time when it's the fullest. Yeah. Search it up. I think it's timeanddate.com. I think. And then you should be able to click in and then see your full moon. Oh my! I usually just search up,
sun, moon, space, moon calculator, moon phases.
Moon phases. That's it. And then so right now it's what 90. I can't read that.
Okay, it says full moon phase tonight. Full moon.
I should give a time.
January 3rd at 4:02 a.m.
Okay, so overnight tonight at 4:02 a.m. in the morning is when it's its fullest. This next morning.
Oh yeah, for Fort Smith, USA. So that means Central Time.
Yep. So that'll be the same here. 4:02 a.m. If y'all are up, you can go out there and see the full power of the full moon. You'll probably be up. I know.
Okay, so the other thing I want to tell you guys is
going around like a werewolf.
Make sure that you go over to Meme Asylum and vote, because that's when the voting will end for I created ant coin for We the People. And so you can
ant coin.
Yes, you can burn your Dipro, which was the dog in padded room coin, and then use that to vote for. And right now they've got it 4x. So it hit the 4x on Dipro, which was the meme coin that won last time. So now if you burn it, you get 4 times the amount, which then you can use that to vote towards the ant coin. So it's kind of fun.
Get out there and get some.
I think that's how that works. So I'm learning, I'm playing.
Vote for ant coin.
Yeah. Or just go and have fun.
Not Uncle Coin, Ant Coin.
Yeah. So it's a We the People kind of thing. And I'm not sure but you have until the full moon, because it's the Meme Asylum. So it's all based on the moon cycles.
Lunacy, I tell you. This is the lunatic fringe we're on here.
Yes. So have fun with that, and go check out, support my friend's project. It's some of the guys from Dragon Chain, and they're guys. So check that out. Fun stuff. Well, you guys have fun. I'm missing you.
I know. We're missing you too. For the Winter Westwood event.
Maybe you guys can make a little snowman, Lisa, snow girl, Lisa. And take a picture with me.
Yeah, we'll have to do a little cutout.
Make a little chubby, short one.
Funny. Put a red t-shirt on.
There you go. There you go.
All good. Yeah, no, it's been fun. It has. It's flown by. I mean, it's gone quickly. It's crazy.
It goes fast. It always goes fast.
I know. I have to do a month at one time. When we're all doing our independent living thing.
Mhm.
Not in a bad way. Independent living.
I was
You
gonna say
know.
independent living. That sounds like we're
No,
all.
I want to be independent and living, but not living in an independent society facility. I don't even know what you call it, but anyway, no.
Mm. Mhm.
There's that plane again. Yeah. So it's all good.
It's
Having
all
a good
good.
time. Yeah.
All
Looking
right.
forward to seeing you. I have to give you your Christmas gift some other time.
I know.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You have to wait
That's all right.
till Christmas in June.
Well, I'm sure Marky's feeding you guys well. She
There's
cooking up a storm.
been plenty of. No, she says not really. No, you cooked some stuff. You got some chocolate balls and
Cake balls.
and man, that chocolate goes a long way. Let me tell you,
There
it's
you
good
go.
stuff. It's good stuff. It's really good. It's rich. It's very good.
You guys are too much. All right.
No, it was really good. So anyway, yeah. So plenty of food. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to like get back in my routine, after this instead
I'm
of
sure. Yeah. Well,
eating here and there and all everywhere and different stuff. So no, it's all good though. It's all good stuff.
all right. Well, you guys have a great time. Tell everybody I said I love them and have fun.
They hear you.
Be
We
bad
love you too.
and good.
Bye.
All right.
All right. Love you guys. Have
Love
a great
y'all.
night. Bye.
Happy New Year.